We had this amazing privilege of meeting this Syrian woman and her husband. Both of them spoke Arabic. The husband spoke a little bit of English and he was able to translate. And basically they invited us into their home to have tea. And so during the conversation, I happened to ask them, have you ever had a dream of a man dressed in white? And the husband goes, oh, Muslims have a lot of dreams of a man dressed in white. And I asked, well, who do you think he is? And the husband said, oh, Muhammad. And I said, well, let me show you a verse in the Bible. And he goes, well, my wife has had this dream, the same recurring dream 6 times since she was 13 years old. And so I turned to her and I said, well, what did he look like? And she said, well, he was dressed in a white robe with a golden sash. And I said, well, what does his face look like? And she goes, I couldn't tell because it was light like the sun. It's shone really bright. And so I pulled open my Bible, and the husband could read English, and he basically translated for his wife. I pulled open Revelations chapter 1, verses 13 to 16, which basically John describes Jesus as a man dressed in white in a white robe with a white sash and his face shining brightly like the sun. And the wife's eyes got so big, and she basically told us, I've had this dream 6 times, and I've asked God to send me a Christian to share with me who this man is in my dream. And so she was so excited, and I said, well, did he say anything to you in the dream? And she goes, no, he never said anything, but he would always have his hand out saying, just beckoning me to come. And so I quickly opened to Matthew 11:28, which basically says, come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. And the woman just practically jumped out of her chair. She goes, I need that. And the husband quickly took his iPhone and via Google Translate typed out in Arabic and showed it to us, and it says, we want to become Christians. And so we basically shared with them the gospel story, and both the husband and wife says, yes, we want this. And we were so excited, we asked him, would you like us to come back and share you more stories about Esau? And both of them said yes. So we returned with a DBS tool that they could hook up to their iPhone. And in Arabic, the story that we shared with them was about the friends lowering the paralytic friend through the roof and Jesus healing him. And as it was being read in Arabic, afterwards the husband turned the recording off and said, this story is so beautiful. He goes, I feel tingling all over. And they continued on in the DBS study, and they just are so hungry and wanting more of Jesus, and they've been waiting for us to show up.